So you've just come to Project Ski and you're like, shown up at the gym and you're like, wait a second, what did I learn? All right, so let's start from the ground up. Where do I actually stand? So grab a hold of the handles. I'm sure I don't have to show you this again. Heel of the hand, grab a hold around there. Want a nice loose grip on the handle. Reach out my arms. Okay, where my third finger hits, where my arms are extended, is actually where I want to stand. Okay, I want to be in a nice, comfortable position here, like an athletic stance. Okay, so that's where I stand, arms extended. Start from the very top now, catch position. In my catch position, most important part of the catch position is hips open, okay? To open my hips, I have to activate my glutes, which is really important. Second most important part of that catch position is actually stretching up through my midsection. I don't care if you're 10 feet tall or 2 feet tall, you're gonna do both of those things, okay? The two elements of the catch position that there is a little bit of gray on, a little bit of asterisk on, is actually the angle of your elbows and extension of your arms. So hips are open and I'm stretched out here through my midsection. If you are my height or littler, you can have your arms at full extension and you're not gonna be hitting up there. If you're a little bit taller and you can actually hit up there, you can be in this relaxed position to actually start. But you'll notice when I say relaxed, I'm referring to my elbows and not my lats. My lats are always going to be engaged in that catch position. Hips open, core on, lats engaged, arms extended out. I'm just going to say extended out, okay? And heels lifted up off the ground. If you feel like, for whatever reason, you can't balance in the catch position there, you can put your heels on the ground. But to initiate the drive with feet flat is really challenging, okay? So this is the ideal catch position. It looks a lot like a hollow position on the ground. So think about how engaged your core actually is in that hollow position. Let's talk now about the finish position. So the finish position is our bottom position here. Hips are above our knees, okay? We are not in a squat position. If this was how I squatted, I would be in big, big, big trouble, okay? Hips are above our knees. By being in that position there with hips above knees, it actually transfers the load into our hamstrings and our glutes. So that bottom position is feet flat, weight in our hamstrings and glutes, hips above knees, hands in front of our knees there. By pulling our handles back, we are not only causing stress to the actual machine here, but we are overusing our triceps. We don't need to use our triceps by pulling back in that bottom position. By pulling back in that bottom position, we actually transfer our load forward, which loads up through our quads and our hip flexors, which makes them feel like they are going to actually blow up. Hands in front of the body transfers load into the hamstrings and into the glutes. You'll notice that I'm looking at the screen. If I'm in that finish position and I can see my feet or the people behind me, I'm in a really terrible finish position. So notice how strong my back is. My hips are actually above my knees. My hands are outside my knees and in front of my body. Jake has a really good cue that he gives people, and he basically says at the bottom, just throw the arms down. They don't actually need to be controlled or finished. They just get thrown down to that position there. We really want to stabilize in that bottom position. Let's talk about the two moving parts of the stroke. We have the drive, which is where we go from the catch into the finish. So this is the drive, and then we have the recovery, which is going from the finish into the catch. The important parts for both of those movements is that those handles travel in the path of least resistance. We actually want these handles to stay in a nice straight line so that we don't put any kinks in the chain, okay? We also don't want to be pulling them away from their origin. It makes them a lot heavier. It's like physics or something, okay? So when we actually drive, the first part of the drive is coming down out of the catch through our feet. We want to come down out of the catch, push our feet down hard. By pushing our feet down hard, we are actually utilizing gravity and our quads to get those handles moving. We want the hands to be light. Okay, we are then going to absorb the power through our core so that we can transfer it into the handles. So our hips are hinging back, core is engaged, and our arms finish off the movement. So it goes feet, and then hips, and then arms. Okay, that's the order, but it happens very seamlessly and very quickly. On the way up, we want to use the opposing muscles. So we want to squeeze our butt, switch on through our hamstrings, and stand up nice and tall into the catch position again. So it looks like this. where your eyes go, your shoulders are going to follow. So when we actually ski, we want to go from looking straight ahead to moving down with the movement and looking at the screen, to looking straight ahead to looking down at the screen. Okay, what that's going to do is encourage me to keep really, really good posture when I ski. So where do you stand? Arms at full extension. What does the catch look like? Very much like your hollow hold. Drive down, we really want to use those legs and keep our arms really light. Finish position, hips are going to stay above knees, handles in front of your knees, and recovery is all about switching on through your glutes and hamstrings to enable your quads to rest. Good luck.